Hello and thanks for watching. This is the video series where I talk about running a small business, give you my thoughts and opinions, and allow you to follow me on the journey as I start my company, Two Roads Digital. It's Friday and that means one thing. We are going to talk about failure today. It's Failure Friday. It's part of the series that I'm doing every Friday for the next few weeks. We'll talk about something that can cause your business to fail. And remember, failure is not a bad word. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Yeah, I thought that one up just a few minutes ago. Actually, Henry Ford said that many years ago, but it's very applicable to what we're talking about in this series. Today, I want to talk about taking on too much overhead. Over the last 2 weeks, I've met with 5 different business owners, and each one of them explained to me that this was one problem that they had faced in their business. There was a time in all of their history of their businesses where they had done this. They'd taken on too much overhead and had to make a correction in order to stay in business and become a profitable company. Now, overhead can be a lot of things. Most generally, it's going to be employees and the salaries that those employees make, the health benefits and all that kind of stuff. It can also be equipment. It can be the rent on an office that you have. All of these things add up to overhead, and all of these things can easily become a problem for your business. You need to make a decision when you start a business or when you're running a business as to why you even started that in the first place or why you're running that business in the first place. Is it to provide a living for you that you're comfortable with and that you're doing the thing you love to do? Or is your goal for that business to expand all over the country, have offices everywhere, employ 1,000 people, and provide an economic upturn to the community you're in? Looking at your business from those different perspectives will allow you to really determine how much overhead makes sense for you to take on. Remember, each time you add more overhead, whether that's an employee or a computer or a lease that you've signed, that's that much more revenue you're going to have to bring in to sustain that new addition. One example I can give you of taking on too much overhead, at my previous company, we took on an office lease that was really not necessary. In our industry with doing website development, internet marketing, you didn't necessarily need office space in order to do your job. It was certainly great that we had it and it looked impressive and I liked having the whole team together, but it wasn't something long-term that we necessarily needed, and it was a mistake to take on that overhead at that time. Shortly after signing the lease, then the recession of 2008 hits, our sales dry up, and we end up having to lay off people, which is the worst thing you ever would have to do, all because we had made the mistake of taking on too much overhead with the office space. Now, I'm not telling you to never take on more overhead or there's not a great time to do it. You may need more employees. You may need an office. You may need more equipment. It may be crucial to your business to take that overhead on, and that's okay. What I am telling you is before you take on new overhead, take a minute to think about the long-term implications of that. Will it make sense 6 months down the road, a year down the road, 5 years down the road? Once you've committed to that overhead, it's very hard to get rid of it. So make sure you're thinking long-term for your business. Now to wrap this all up, please follow me on social media at Two Roads Digital on Facebook and Twitter. You can always email me at bruce@tworoadsdigital.com. I would love to continue the discussion online about maybe times where you've taken on too much overhead and it's hurt your business, or the thought process behind when you commit to a new expense for your company and how you go about making that commitment and deciding whether it's a smart thing for your business to do. As always, if you found anything about this video informative or entertaining, I would really appreciate a share, a like, or a comment, or whatever you want to do on social media. Now, before we wrap up, I want to give a shout out to the Colts. Go Blue. Hopefully you'll win tomorrow down in Houston and win that wild card game and continue on in the playoffs. And now I'll leave you with the thing I say every single day. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Oh, I missed again today, but I'm going to keep on shooting, and so should you. Have a terrific day.